Hey, black belts, hopefully everything is going amazing. We are working on takedowns this block. So we're going to touch on a couple kicks, touch on our form real fast, and then we'll do some takedowns. Mr. Krieg will show us some takedowns. Perfect. So let's start with our kicks. We're going to jump into our guarding stance. Nice, confident kias. Ready? And go. Yeah. Perfect. So we're going to start with a turn back kick. Piece of cake for you guys. Turn, turn, turn. Find your target. Your weight transfers. Kick. Bring it back and set it down. Let's do two of them. Nice, confident kias. Ready? And one. Kia. Okay, let's try one more time. Ready? And two. Kia. Perfect. Now, next step up is a jump back kick. So we're going to try that. Remember, both feet come off the ground. Kind of switch where my feet are, and I'm going to kick it out. All right, jump back kick. Let's give it a try. Ready? And one. Kia. Let's do one more. And go. Kia. Good. And then one more step is a wheel back kick. So that back knee is coming up. I'm going to turn in the air and kick. All right, we're going to try two of those. Ready? And one. Kia. So you can land first and then kick, or you can do it all at once. Ready, go. Kia. All right. Now, do you mind grabbing the back for me, Mr. Greg? We're going to just do a combination of back kicks. We'll see what happens. So, I'm just going to try and kick my partner down the mat. Now, if you have somebody at home that's willing to hold the bag for you, and you can make sure you've got your control, this will be a fantastic drill to get your back kicks better and your combinations better. If you don't have somebody, you can just kick in the air, kind of while I'm kicking, you can make up your own combination. So, we've got back kick, jump back kick, wheel back kick. So let's try to see if we can put them together. So if I do a regular back kick, I would hit him right here, and then I can jump back kick, and then I can wheel back kick, yeah, just like that. Let's try it again. It's a pretty difficult combo because there's a lot of jumping, there's a lot of spinning, it's just hard, which is why we say it for black belts. Congratulations. Let's try it again. Let's see if we can put it together. So I'm going to start back kick, jump back kick. Gotta follow my partner and then wheel. Kia! Okay, let's try one more. I'll try and do it nice and quick, and that's kind of how we want to be able to end up doing it. And go. Kia! Something like that. Now, am I ever going to have a bad guy and do a back kick, jump back kick, wheel back kick? I would be very surprised if that ever was the case, but those kicks are useful, and then just using them in combination helps us practice them more and more, which means we're going to get better at them and chaining them with other techniques. Next up is our form, Yunhua. We got some new steps last time. We're going to review those steps. We'll get new steps next class. So let's try it together real fast. So we're shimmy stance here. I'm going to come feet together, hands together, in. I'm going to step out, nice big riding stance, hands open up. They cross overhead and break down, okay? That's our first step, so we key up. From here, I turn to the side. Hand comes up. Once it hits the top, the bottom hand starts moving. It has to go in front of this leg as I switch my stance. I'm here, and I'm here. All right, so it comes down, they cross, and that's kind of my fold for my block. From here, we're gonna break, and we're gonna switch our stance again. Punch, break, block, block. All right, I'm going to turn around if you don't mind doing it to the front.
Yes, sir.
Do it real quick. So we're on the same page. So it comes in and out. Yeah. Turn, hand comes up, around, break. Break, punch, break, block, block. Okay? Let me show you guys one more time what it's supposed to look like, and then I want you guys to pause the video and practice it over and over and over. This first couple steps can look really, really great if you practice them. And so now's the time to just go through them. We don't have to practice the entire form, you only have to practice 4 steps just over and over. So I'm here. Yeah! And then there's even more fun, exciting, all kinds of cool looking stuff. Eagle. And but I need you guys to practice that so that when we get to the more advanced stuff, you can handle it. Mr. Craig, you feel good teaching throws? You want me to teach one?
Yes, sir. I'll hit Koshiguruma.
Okay.
Perfect. So Koshiguruma, if you remember that one from last time, it is hip wheel. Hip wheel. So that is, we're using our hips. We're really focusing on a circular movement. We're wheeling them over the top, all right? So from our tie-up position, all right, we're ready to go. I'm going to pull my partner in. This is very important and advanced detail here. A lot of times when we first learn our techniques, we practice just stepping to them, which is fine with a cooperative partner. When we're thinking competitively, someone resisting, I have to pull them off balance, and I step in. That's going to make our technique twice as effective, all right? So I step in as I pull. We meet in the middle. This hand wraps around the neck. I'm controlling this elbow. Back step, bend the knees, lean forward, lift, and twist. Fantastic. One more time solo. Watch me do it. Go through it with me here, okay? From here, pull as you step. Reach around the head. Back step, bend your knees, lean forward, lift, and twist. One more time here with Mr. Alex. Reaching around the head is kind of a variation of the hip throw we learned, right? Hip throw, hip wheel. Sound familiar, right? I reach around the head a little bit quicker because I don't have to reach so low. I don't have to switch the hand. It just goes directly in. Bend the knees. Get below your partner's center of gravity. Lean forward so they're on you. Lift. Very leverage-based. Very leverage-based, okay? That is our Koshiguruma. You guys can practice that solo as many times as you need to.
Nice. Next up is the new one for us. We're doing an outside leg sweep. So the hands are not as important as the legs as far as defining what it is. So your hands could be a couple different ways if I'm doing this. I can have my hands like this. I can have my hands like this. I can have them over. I can have them under. What we're concerned about is this. Now this might look like absolutely nothing because you haven't seen it yet. So let me show you real quick. Let me show you kind of what's happening. So what can happen, if you have somebody that's a little bit more advanced or your throw isn't quite on, they're going to try and jump over your hips. So let's say I come in for my hip toss, I'm here and he jumps over, well then bummer for me, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm essentially going to put up a little bit of a barricade, which is pretty easy for me, technique-wise. It's a little challenging to do. I'm going to put up this little barricade that he can't jump over, and then the throw is going to look a little bit cooler also. So no matter how my hands are, I can do this. Now I don't want to do this all the time, every time. But if I think it's appropriate, then I'll do it. So we can be in whatever position. Let's do our Koshiguruma since we just did it. I'm going to step, my hand comes through here. I'm going to step. Now the hard part about this is I'm transferring my weight. So instead of doing it the way we just talked about where I had my feet 50-50 with my weight, because I'm going to pick one up, that won't work, I'll fall. So I have to put all my weight onto one foot, which this is the hard part, and then swing this leg up, and I'm trying to hit above his knee. So I'm not like trying to cut his leg off or anything. I'm just picking it up so it's hard for him to jump over. And then because the barrier is kind of high, that means that's where he flips from now instead of down here, which looks a little bit cooler also. So I'm here, let's do it once more. I'm going to step, come in, pulling him in, pulling me in. I'm going to transfer my weight to this foot. Then as I push up, I'm pushing up with my one leg, and this foot's coming across, like so. All right? One more time, slow, here, and step and chop. Now if I do it all together, I'll try and do it slow. It's kind of what it'll look like. So that is called our outside leg sweep. So you can do that on a lot of different techniques, but I'm going to, whatever I'm going to do, normally we'd be here. So instead, I'm going to step, this foot's going to go a little bit more central, so that when I load them up, I can chop. I'm coming up on these toes here, like this. As I'm doing that, this one's chopping, my upper body is spinning. All right? It's actually very challenging when you're first learning how to do it. There's a lot of collapsing and crumbling because you're not used to having all that weight on one leg. But you practice, you'll get better. We'll do a little bit better every time. Let me see Chumi stance. Hands, feet together, and bow.